Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my peeps, whoever you are in the world. This is Old Man Yummy M signing on. And what I heard is Takashi 69 is rejecting witness protection once he's done and once he's a free man. Now, I see a news article that was done by TMZ and they touch on the situation is that he is rejecting uh, witness protection when he gets out of prison. I mean, whatever. If he gets out of this whole shit, you know what I'm saying. But I want to go ahead and read this. So the title says Takashi 69 no thanks on witness protection, 24/7 security is fine by me. This is a news report that was done by TMZ. So let's go ahead and read this. So it says Takashi 69 plans to do something unsnitch like after all the snitching he just did, and that's to reject the witness protection program as soon as he's a free man again. The federal trial that saw the rapper sing like a canary for 3 days wraps up Thursday as prosecutors and defense attorneys give closing arguments. Takashi pointed fingers and named names of his old gang members and other celebs too. But sources close to him tells us he will forego any participating in witness protection and will instead opt for a free life of fame. That might sound like a death wish considering how many people he rolled over during his testimony. But we're told Takashi's still itching to make new music and believe he can pick up where he left off. Now, in this situation, to me, this is a bad idea for Takashi 69. I'm just gonna say it like this. This man was part of a Bloods gang. See, okay, so there have been people that are supposed to have been snitches, throughout their life. Sammy the Bull Gravano, uh, Sammy the Bull. Let's go ahead and I'm just gonna say his name, Sammy the Bull, and also 50 Cent. Okay, so one thing is that Sammy the Bull was a snitch, and he did have witness protection. The boy was in Arizona for when he had went away and was part of the witness protection program. Okay, so 50 Cent, he was supposed to have been a snitch. You know what I'm saying? And he was, he's a rapper, and he's supposed to have been a snitch or whatever. And he has, proceeded to become famous and has a great television show. I love the television show Power, you know. And this brother right here, Takashi 69, so he's snitching on, people that was part of the Blood Gang, So the difference between, let's X out Sammy the Bull Gravano, bro, whatever his last name is, and let's talk about 50 Cent and Takashi 69. The difference is between Takashi 69 and 50 Cent. 50 wasn't part of a gang. You know what I'm saying? So he was able to live his life freely and become, famous. But 50 Cent did get shot how many times? 9 times? 9 times? Before proceeding his life of fame. You know what I'm saying? But in Takashi 69 situation, this shit ain't gonna work. Takashi 69, like I said before in my earlier video, is that these people have family. They have friends that are, still part of the gang and still want revenge. You know what I'm saying? So this is a bad idea for Takashi 69 in the situation. People may think that Takashi 69 situation is that people, this generation is different and people will still, embrace Takashi 69 and still proceed to buy his music, you know, but people ain't gonna want to be around Takashi 69. Motherfuckers will be like, man, this nigga probably got a motherfucking wiretap in his blunt. I ain't fucking with this nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? People would not want to associate themselves with this brother. I don't care if he don't have witness protection. Wherever he go, he will be labeled as a snitch, man. It don't matter. It will be in the back of people's mind. And also, when it comes to business, when it comes to any certain type of business proceedings, and it's trying to, how a business is. People will try to, you know, uh, will try to, get over on situations, and to make more money. People are greedy like that. People will try to make more money off of situations and get over on motherfuckers. But in this situation is that people will not want to associate themselves with Tekashi 6ix9ine because they may have some shady dealings that they doing themselves, and then they may feel that Tekashi 6ix9ine it will be a part of the situation of bringing people down. You already seen what happened when it came to Jim Jones. Tekashi 6ix9ine had identified Jim Jones as being an informant. He's named Cardi B. He's named Rap A Lot Records. And he's named people in other business, dealings when it comes to music. Music record labels. And Tekashi 6ix9ine just about any certain type of shady dealings that that he may be around. In the situations he may be, anywhere he's around, and these people are trying to do any certain type of shady dealings, they will not want to associate themselves with this brother. This brother will be, I'm telling you, the brother will be shunned away. People would not want to associate themselves with this brother. And then like I said, when it comes to the blood gang, that these motherfuckers got family and they got friends and they got homies, that are still part of the gang, and like I said, family that love these individuals that he done tricked on, and these motherfuckers will want to get this brother. you know? And some of these people probably don't give a fuck about their life, don't give a fuck about going to jail, going to prison. You know what I'm saying? Because this brother, they probably felt as though that they had a good thing going, and this motherfucker done took everything down, and fucked up everything. And then he had named off other motherfuckers, that ain't even part of the situation, ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And these motherfuckers, man, come on, man. The music industry will not want to associate themselves with this brother. I'm telling you. People say it's a different generation and this, that, this don't matter, people embrace snitches and shit. But I'm telling you, people will not want to associate with this man. He is known around the world. He is known around the world of being part of a blood gang. He is known around the world being respect. He was not now, but he was getting his music was being bought because he was part of a blood gang. People love people that do not associate themselves with any certain type of negativity or any certain type of things that they feel is that when it comes to crime, people like to look, when they don't associate themselves with that, they like to look at people that do. You know what I'm saying? Even though they like to associate, they don't like, I'm sorry, not associate themselves, but they like, even though they may be clean cut, all that shit, they like to look at people that are dangerous. Clean cut people like to look at dangerous people from afar. Sorry about that. This is my mouth. Sorry. But people like to look at people from, that's dangerous from afar because they don't want to associate themselves with that. So they'll rather, look at some people that do. You know what I'm saying? That are dangerous. But just by knowing that this person is a snitch and ain't daring and dangerous and you might it's suspenseful. This person wasn't really that person. They ain't gonna buy this dude's records, man. They ain't gonna buy this dude's shit at all because this dude was a phony. You know, just by him being a phony, people are not going to associate themselves or do not want to buy a person's records. Just like, let me give you an example. Just like how Chicago, motherfuckers from my city, Chicago, how people from London look at, Chirac as being, they respect that. They respect that. So they try to take on that persona themselves. You got people that's in Africa that's taking on, that likes Chirac and respect Chirac for that. So they are trying to be like Chirac. They are making up, gangster disciples. They making up gangster disciples, BDs and all that shit in London and in Africa. You see what I'm saying? Because they respect that shit because they know that shit is the motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that's in Chicago are real. But just by Tekashi 6ix9ine portrayed to be somebody that's real but is a phony, people are not going to respect that. He can go ahead and have 24/7 security all day and try to do a show. Motherfuckers gonna say snitch, 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 and boo that nigga off the stage. He has no future in the music industry. It is over for that man. I'm just telling you like that. You think this brother right here gonna make it in the music industry? You think this motherfucker right here gonna make it in the music industry? Portraying to be somebody that's bad but scary than a motherfucker and that's phony. The only thing that he'll probably will be successful in is somebody do a book or somebody does a fucking movie biography based, or something like that. But other than that, music wise, this man is not gonna make it. What the fuck he gonna say? What the fuck he gonna say? What kind of music this man gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Hell no, man. This man ain't gonna make it, man. I'm just putting it to you like that. Some people might have different, may have a different opinion about it, but I don't think so. Like I said, people that are clean cut, they like dangerous people, but they like to look at dangerous people from afar. And this man, and just by finding out this man is phony and try to portray he was bad, but really he's phony, people ain't gonna like that shit, man. People ain't gonna respect this dude, man. I'm just putting it to you like that. So man, that's what I wanted to say about that shit, man. This nigga, and another thing is this nigga, they let this motherfucker in. This nigga didn't put in no work. Never sold a dope. Never held a gun. None of this shit. This motherfucker didn't put in no work for the blood gang. This motherfucker was a motherfucking asset that was making them money. These motherfuckers got greedy, tried to extort this man, talking about they gonna kill his family and all this shit. And this motherfucker tricked on their ass and told on their ass, But when it comes to Jim Jones, Cardi B, Rap A Lot Records, that shit ain't had nothing to do with it. And this motherfucker had to go ahead and just say all that shit, which it didn't have nothing to do with his current situation, And this will make sure this brother is put on the blacklist. They have blacklists. They have blacklist in Hollywood. This month they got a motherfucking blacklist in the music industry. And just by him putting all these other motherfuckers' names out there that ain't got shit to do with it, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker is blacklisted. You know, so 50 had to go ahead and he had to go ahead and shun his way from his ass. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's gonna keep following suit. So no matter what. So we're gonna go ahead and see how this motherfucker gonna go ahead and become successful and continue where he left off in the music industry. You know, so this is gonna be something I'm gonna be sitting back, relaxing, and then I'm gonna make a video and say, I told y'all ass. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is how it's gonna go for this nigga. This nigga gonna need witness protection, man. And watch out. He just saying that shit right now because y'all already know he's a troll, he's a spinner, whatever. But I'm just letting you know this nigga gonna get witness protection, man. You know, these motherfuckers ain't playing with this nigga, man. You know, so man, that's what I wanted to say about the shit. You know, subscribe, like this shit, comment if you want to. What do you gotta lose? So yeah, y'all see I got the patch on. You know, my eyes sensitive to light. You know, so I'm looking like one of my favorite rappers of all time, Slick Rick the Ruler. You know, but man, y'all just take it easy out there, man. Y'all be safe. Holla at your boy. Peace.